Hello everyone, JDev, creator of the JDev Entertainment Network, has returned once again to give you precisely what you want, which of course be more of me, because somehow, someway, I'm still very much in high demand, and I plan on keeping it that way. Plus, I'm really all that you're going to need, especially for everything that's going on in the world today. And what I'm going to be doing is dropping my official UFC 251 predictions, Fight Island. But before I do that, just a couple things I got to cover with all of you. If you are a fan of the UFC and you love the UFC and you love MMA in general, go ahead and smash that like button. If you know anybody else that likes prediction videos for MMA or UFC, whether they're a casual fan or a super fan, go ahead and share the video with them and then have them share it with other fans of MMA and UFC. Don't forget to leave your comments with your predictions, what you think of my predictions, and anything UFC related, I guess, at this point. And last but certainly not least, go ahead and hit that sub button, subscribe to this channel, join the team, show your support, and of course, be a part of something special. All those things help out the channel, whether you decide to do one of those things or you decide to do up to 4 of them. It certainly goes a long way, and it definitely is appreciated. So, UFC 251 Fight Island is almost upon us for July 11th. Only on the ESPN Plus app, and I'm going to be giving my predictions on the main card that will be on the ESPN Plus app. So starting off, we have Paige VanZant making her return to the octagon after various arm or elbow surgeries to face Amanda Ribas. Ribas is a huge favorite, and Paige VanZant usually beats people that are like people that don't belong in UFC anymore. I'm sorry, Paige, but Amanda Ribas is a monster. I mean, she's not known real well yet, but she is most likely going to win this fight. I mean, she's a huge favorite for a reason. I am picking Ribas to win this fight. Unfortunately, I just don't see Paige VanZant winning unless she gets a Ribas on her back, because Paige does have good jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. But, no, I don't think this probably is going to be Paige's last fight in the UFC. Because she's either going to go to WWE, which I don't even know if they're talking to her right now, or she's going to go to Bellator after this. So I wish Paige the best of luck, and if she wins, I'm all for it, but I just don't see her winning against Ribas. We also have Jessica Andrade versus Rosa Namajunas, a rematch, their second fight. Obviously, the slam by Andrade won the previous fight that actually was for a title. And this one, I think Rose Namajunas ties it up as she beats Jessica Andrade. I'm going to call it. It's kind of a flip situation, but I think Namajunas is going to win this fight. I just have a feeling Andrade is really small, and I think she just got lucky in the first fight. I'm not trying to discount anything Andrade has done, but I see it happening in a different way in this particular fight. Hopefully, it's a good fight. Hopefully, it's on the level of Zhang Weili and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. That would be amazing, because that fight was awesome. For the Bantamweight Championship, Henry Cejudo's title that he vacated because he wanted to retire, we have Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo. You know, a lot of people say Jose Aldo beat Marlon Moraes. I didn't see it that way. It was close, but I think Peter Yan destroys Jose Aldo. And if he loses to Jose Aldo, well, then it's definitely surprised me, because I just don't think Aldo is he's kind of getting old, and I think this is more of a young man's sport, especially like, you know, under 30. Like 25 to 32 is like the dominating years, in my opinion, unless you're John Jones and just wins every fight, or the judges say he won every fight. So I think Peter Yan's going to win and be the Bantamweight champion, and then he'll go on to fight Aljamain Sterling. I was going to say Corey Sandhagen for a second there. Next up, for the UFC Featherweight Championship of the World, and a rematch, the second rematch that we've seen tonight, or for that event, I should say. It's not tonight. This is being recorded Monday night. We have Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. Volkanovski, I predicted win that first fight, and I was right. I don't know why I did, but I just felt like he was going to win. And now I feel like Max Holloway is going to win. Strangely enough, I feel that Holloway is going to win. He just needs to get going early. I think he didn't get going early in the last fight, and he had to kind of play catch-up. And sometimes it's hard to play catch-up when somebody's won, not run, 2 rounds to none. So I'm going to pick Max Holloway. And Volkanovski is a great fighter. And somehow, some way, I think he's going to pull it off against Volkanovski. So Max Holloway for that one to be, again, the featherweight champion of the world. And then that's the co-main event. So next we have our new main event. In my opinion, a more exciting main event. No offense to Gilbert Burns, and best of luck in your recovery from the COVID-19. Hopefully he's fine. But we have Jorge Masvidal versus Kamaru Usman for the UFC welterweight championship of the world. Masvidal is talking a lot of shit, and in my opinion, Colby Covington should have got this fight, but he didn't. I think Kamaru Usman is going to beat Masvidal, as I just see he is pretty good. I mean, he took a beating from Colby Covington for 4 rounds, actually 4.5 rounds, and then came out firing, guns a-blazing in that round 5 to KO Colby. Now, whether the referee stopped it too early, that's not what we're talking about here. But I think Kamaru is going to win this fight and retain the championship and go on to have a rematch with Colby Covington, unless Gilbert can get another shot at the title. But I don't know how long he'll be out for. And that's what I think. So just to run down my predictions one more time, I think Amanda Ribas is going to win against Paige Van Zandt. I'm going to pick Rosa Namajunas against Jessica Andrade. I think Peter Yan beats Jose Aldo. I think Max Holloway regains the UFC featherweight championship against Alexander Volkanovski. And, of course, I think Kamaru Usman is going to beat Jorge Masvidal. So there you have it. Obviously, leave your predictions in the comments section. You can leave comments on what you want to see next from me. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that sub button. And you know that JDev will return.